Welcome to the Popish plot. I'm Nate.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Mike.
Today, we're here to let you know that we're not judging you.
Okay, I didn't agree to this.
No.
We're not judging you.
We are not judging our viewers. But God's gonna.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Welcome to the second installment in the 2020 version of The Final Four, where we discuss
Judgment.
The last four things.
Yes. In this particular installment, we will be discussing judgment.
There is a very popular opinion these days, used by people of a libertine stripe, where they say, only God can judge me.
We have good news and we have bad news for them. The
You are-
good news is that they are absolutely correct.
You're 100% correct. Only God can judge you.
The bad news is that they are 100% correct.
God
He's gonna
will
judge
judge
you.
you. Twice.
Yep, twice. 2 times.
Well, technically, I believe the final judgment is more of everyone knowing what the judgment was.
Really, it's two phases of the one judgment.
Yes.
Because it's not like there's any surprises to the last minute. You're like, ooh, down to the buzzer, and suddenly, bing! Opposite than you expected. No, you already know where you're going. Or where you've been.
Yes, but there will be surprises. C.S. Lewis writes about this in one place, about who's in and who's out.
Oh,
You'll
yes.
understand you, but you may be surprised about some of the other people who go off to the right with the sheep, where you hope that you are, and those who go off to the left with the goats do the eternal fire and the gnashing of teeth and the outer darkness.
So to
Yes,
enunciate
although-
a bit of what they're talking about, the first judgment is the particular judgment.
When you die, you'll be judged.
Yep, God is going to look at all of your life. Your faith, your hope, your love.
Principally your love.
Yeah. And to a lesser degree, your works.
Faith, hope, and charity. But the greatest of these is
Is charity. And he's going to put it all on, he's going to put you on the scale. Where do you really fit?
Or, inversely, as many theologians have argued, it's not so much that God judges you, as simply you see God and you judge yourself
I do
for
like
the first time in a right way. Because,
I do
I
like that
constantly
version.
assume that I, look better than I do, and then I take a picture and I'm like, oh, why was I wearing that? I can't imagine that at a whole life scale,
I do like that. I do like that particular way of looking at it. In that, in reality, you are given the opportunity to look at your whole life and make your choice.
And for the first time, you'll see things as they really are. We humans are exceptionally good at lying to ourselves.
Oh yeah.
We prevaricate, we rationalize, we excuse. More ourselves than other people. But, oh no, what I did was totally reasonable, given the circumstances. When we stand before God, all of that will go. All of that will be burned away. You'll see the truth of things, which is why you may, convict yourself.
And if you were one of the people who happen to be in charge of any fashion in the 80s, just get ready for that, because it's coming.
There is nothing sinful about the shoulder pads.
Yes, there is!
It's wrong, but it's not
wrong.
sinful.
It's not sinful.
All right, so that'll be another episode. Theology Throwdown. Are shoulder pads sinful?
Listen, I firmly believe the ozone layer problem only happened because you needed those bangs high. That was like a whole bottle of Aquanet sometimes.
So are you suggesting that the ozone layer problem happened because people were trying to Tower of Babel their bangs?
She is. She is.
All right. we
Well, but this
stay tuned for future episodes of the Popish plot.
No, see, but this is still germane because we sometimes come up with fairly ridiculous criteria by which we judge other people.
That's true.
Oh, well, this was clearly right and this was clearly wrong. But all of that's tied up in us, our selfishness, our ego, just our limited intellects.
That person is a jerk, and therefore that thing that he went and did that I'm not really all that keen on has to have been a bad thing.
Whereas God is perfect. He's not prejudiced. He's not ignorant.
Nope.
He's not vain.
Nope.
He sees things as they truly are.
And when we stand in his presence, now, as Paul said, now we see through a mirror dimly. But when we stand in his presence, we will see things the way he sees things.
We will know as we are known.
So, Just as with last week when we were instructing you to be prepared for your death.
But not threatening you.
Not
That's a different
threatening
thing.
Only kind of vaguely threatening me, but that's okay. I don't hold grudges.
This week we are suggesting that you be prepared for your judgment. Are the things that you're doing really in line with the faith that with who you want to be?
And the Lord Jesus, in his mercy, often tells parables about people who, when that judgment comes, are on the outside. Mm-hmm. People who bang on the door and want to be let in after it's already been shut. Foolish virgins who ran off to buy oil. People who say, Lord, Lord, didn't we do these great things in your name? And he says to each in turn, depart from me, you evildoers. I do not know you.
Ooh, wait. But in one, the people were not dressed properly for a wedding, so maybe 80s fashion is actually a sin.
Again, the good news. Jess will not be judging you when you die.
Nope.
Of course not, because I'd make goats the good ones because they're cute, and when they act like jerks, you can put pool noodles on their little horns, and it's adorable. Plus, there's the fainting goats.
Fainting goats are awesome. So, just we beg you, you will die, and you will be judged by the just judge, but the judge nonetheless. So please don't conform yourself to the standards of the world. Don't conform your life to the standards of the moment. Don't conform your life to those who make a public spectacle of themselves and then say, only God can judge me.
Ooh, I got one. So when you're playing a game, you play that game like how you want that game to end. Basketball players play like they want to win.
You run a race so as to win.
You run a race so as to win.
Mm-hmm.
I run a race so I don't collapse with it.
Live your life. Live your life so as to spend eternity in heaven with the Lord.
As I was always taught when I was playing sports, you will play like you practice. So the real game starts after death. So practice so as to be able to play. Mm-hmm. So subscribe to our channel, ring the church bell to be notified the next time we make vaguely threatening remarks about your mortality.
Or your fashion sense.
Comment below with, I don't know, how judgy we are.
How much parachute pants should be back in fashion.
In heaven, everyone looks like MC Hammer.
It was really late on the 80s, 90s edge, but yeah.
There's always a hangover.
I believe he is a minister now. So.
Indeed.
And until next time, remember...
Oh, yes, like it.
Oh, how could you not like this?
How could you
We
not
asked
like
you
this?
to judge this episode with a thumbs up.
Yes. Please judge us, but please judge us fairly.
Ooh.
I don't...
Please judge us mercifully
Mercifully.
and favorably.
There we go. That's the words I was looking for. And until next time, remember to live your faith.
Love your faith.
Share that love. Sports.
Mm-hmm. We have to put sportsball in. It's the last, the final four.
Sports.
Okay.
Sports.